안녕하세요. Have you ever seen Korean messages filled with symbols like this or this and wonder what they mean? These aren't typos, they are Korean emoticons, also known as 이모티콘. And they express emotions in fun, unique ways that go beyond regular emojis. In this video, we'll explore the meanings of popular Korean emoticons, how Koreans use them, and the feelings they convey in real conversations. By the end, you will understand Korean texting culture and even start using these emoticons naturally yourself. In modern texting, emoticons are usually shown through emojis like these. But in Korea, people often use text-based emoticons made with letters and symbols. Why? Because Koreans already had their own text-based system for showing emotions, called emoticon. This became a huge part of Korean online and texting culture, so they are still commonly used today along with modern emojis. Emoticons are made with simple keyboard symbols, similar to this or this in Western texting. But Korean emoticons tend to focus on the eyes instead of the mouth. For example, this means smiling eyes, while this shows crying eyes. These little symbols give Korean messages a unique tone and personality, and they are one of the most recognizable parts of Korean texting culture. Korean emoticons became popular in the early days of online chatting and texting, long before smartphones or modern emojis. They were used in PC chat rooms, online communities, Cyworld, and early SMS, where people expressed tone and emotion through creative symbol combinations. Even today, these emoticons remain popular on KakaoTalk, Instagram, and X because they feel more personal and expressive than standard emojis. So when you see someone use this or this, it's not just decoration. It's a small piece of Korean internet culture that's been around for years. Let's start with the cheerful ones. This is like a simple smile. It shows politeness or friendliness. Example, 오늘 기분이 좋아요. I'm feeling good today. This or this, a fuller smiling face used to show warmth or joy. A cute or bashful smile, often used to express shyness or modest happiness. Bonus, Korean laughter in text. A soft laugh, like hee hee. It makes your tone light and friendly. A stronger laugh, like haha, is used when something is genuinely funny. You will see this all the time. Example, 그거 진짜 웃겨. That's so funny, haha. Koreans often combine emoticons and laughter in text to make their messages sound extra cheerful and friendly. For example, 고마워, 내일 봐. Thanks, see you tomorrow. Next up, the sad ones. These are also common in Korean text. This and this both show tears. The characters 유 and 우 look like crying eyes with tears streaming down. For example, 오늘 비 와요. It's raining today. A fuller crying face that adds a bit more emotion is similar to this emoticon, but looks more expressive and dramatic. Another crying face made from Latin letters. Koreans also use it, especially in online chats and games. This can express sadness, affection, or sympathy. It all depends on tone and context. For example, 고마워, thank you. This expresses gratitude with emotion or being touched. 왜 또 그래? Why are you like that again? This sounds worried or frustrated. If you are having fun learning these emoticons, make sure to like this video and subscribe. We post lessons like this to help you understand not just Korean words, but how Koreans really communicate online. Now, let's move on to the cute ones. This one means heart eyes. It shows love or excitement, similar to the heart eyes emoji. This shows excitement, embarrassment, or cuteness, depending on the context. Example, 부끄러워. Oh, I'm embarrassed. A warm, friendly smile. An overjoyed or playful expression. You will often see this from fans or in K-pop comments. Cute emoticons like these are especially common in text between close friends or couples. Time to show some attitude. This is the straight face or annoyed look. The eyes are flat lines, showing mild irritation. Example, 너 또 늦었어? You are late again. Same idea, but with a small mouth. It adds extra frustration. This is full-on anger, usually used jokingly. Sometimes people soften them by adding laughing sounds like double kiuk or double hiuk after. For example, 진짜 왜 그래? Why are you like this, lol? This makes it sound teasing instead of harsh. Flirty emoticons are all about tone. Gentle, playful, and warm. A shy or soft smile. Often used to sound sweet or friendly. Big, happy energy, like excitement when chatting with someone you like. Here's a blushing face. It shows embarrassment or flustered cuteness. You will see these in messages between couples or when someone's being extra kind or playful. Sometimes you want to sound polite but a little nervous or show that you are in an awkward situation. These emoticons are perfect for that. A polite but awkward smile. The semicolon represents a sweat drop showing slight embarrassment or nervousness. Example, 실수했어요. Oh, I made a mistake. A more intense version that shows stress or frustration. The extra semicolons exaggerate the sweat, like saying, I'm overwhelmed. Example, 오늘 일 너무 많아. I have way too much work today. Adding extra semicolons after an emoticon gives it a sweaty or oops feeling. Nervous, embarrassed, or pressured, but still lighthearted. One fun thing about Korean texting is how emoticons are blended with language naturally to show emotion or politeness. Here are a few examples. 고마워요. Thank you. This feels polite and warm. 고마워. Thanks. Haha. Feels more casual, friendly, and playful. 고마워. Thank you. Feels emotional and touched like, thank you, I'm so moved. Koreans also use emoticons to soften messages. For example, using smiling eyes when declining an invitation like this. 괜찮아요. It's okay. The smiling eyes at the end make it sound kind and gentle instead of cold or dismissive. Emoticons aren't just for texting or chatting. You will also find them in Korean journals or blogs. People often add them to express their feelings or to make their writing more personal and lively. For example, 오늘 하루 너무 힘들었다. Today was such a hard day. 내일 친구들이랑 놀기로 했어요. 너무 기대돼요. I'm hanging out with friends tomorrow. I'm so excited. These little symbols make writing feel more emotional and real, like you're talking to yourself or your readers in a friendly way. So if you're keeping a Korean diary or blog, try adding emoticons too. They make writing feel more natural and expressive in Korean. If you'd like to review everything we covered today, we've prepared a free PDF guide for you. It includes all the Korean emoticons mentioned in this video, their meanings, and example sentences. So you can easily copy and use them in your own messages. Check the link in the description to download your free copy. Alright, let's play which emoticons fits best. I'll give you a situation and you choose the most natural Korean emoticon for it. Let's see how well you text like a native. Round 1. Warm up. Number 1. Your friend just told you their dog chewed up their homework. What would you reply with? The answer is, it's unfortunate but funny. Koreans use it even in silly, unlucky moments like this. Number 2, you've been waiting an hour for your food delivery and it's still not here. Which one fits better? Definitely is this. That's your I'm annoyed face. Number 3, someone just sent you a super cute selfie. What's your reaction? This, of course, is the go-to for admiration or affection. Number 4, you just watched the heartbreaking K-drama ending. Which one would you type? 100% is this emoticon, the universal symbol for tears. Number 5, your friend says, I passed the exam. What would you send? You'd go with this, happy and proud vibes. Number 6, you are embarrassed after tripping in front of someone cute. Which emoji captures that moment? The answer is shy embarrassment, but in a cute way. How many did you get right? If you got 4 or more, you're already texting like a Korean pro. Round 2, trickier situations. Now let's level up. These ones are all about tone and context. The same emoticon can mean totally different things depending on who you are talking to. Let's see how well you can read between the lines. Number 1, your close friend says, you forgot my birthday. What would you reply with? This shows slight embarrassment or awkwardness, making your apology sound friendly and lighthearted instead of serious. Number 2, your friend is making you wait, saying she will take another 30 minutes. What's your reaction? That's the classic annoyed face, perfect for a teasing, oh really? tone. Number 3, you just sent a photo of your food and your mom replies, 맛있겠다. Which one fits better? This fits perfectly. It's warm, polite, and appreciative. Number 4, your friend made a silly mistake, but you don't want to tease too harshly. Would you reply with? The answer is light, friendly laughter. It keeps the mood fun and easygoing. Number 5, someone texts you something awkward and you are not sure how to reply. Would you reply with? The answer is, that's the haha okay vibe, used when things get awkward or slightly uncomfortable. Number 6, you want to show you're joking so your message doesn't sound too harsh. Would you reply with? Definitely this. It instantly makes your tone lighter and more playful. This would do the opposite. How did you do in round 2? If you nailed most of these, congrats! You don't just know Korean emoticons, you feel them. You're basically ready to text like a true local. But before you flex these Korean emoticons everywhere, quick reminder, there's really no absolute right or wrong emoticon in Korean. It's all about context, tone, and your relationship with the person you are messaging. For example, this can sound friendly with your best friend, but maybe a bit too casual if you're texting your boss. So don't worry too much about memorizing. Focus on feeling how each emoticon fits in real conversations. Now, let's take it up one more level. This time, it's not about which emoticon fits the sentence. It's about who you are texting. Let's see if you can sense the tone shift. Number 1, you're texting your boss to say you finished work. Which fits better? 다 했어요 or 다 했어요. The first one sounds polite and positive. This might sound a little too casual or playful in that situation. Number 2, you're texting your best friend about how tired you are after class. 오늘 너무 피곤해. Or 오늘 너무 피곤해. Definitely with the emoticon. It feels more natural and expressive with friends when you are sharing how you feel. Number 3, you're messaging someone you like and they just said something sweet. 고마워 or 고마워. The first one with smiling eyes, it shows affection and warmth. This could make it sound more friendly but less romantic. Number 4, you're replying to your older sibling who keeps teasing you. 그만 놀려 or 그만 놀려. The second one. This sounds like you're clearly annoyed. See how the same emoticons can completely change the tone of your message? That's what makes Korean texting culture so fun. It's not just about symbols, it's about connection. You're not memorizing emoticons, you're learning to feel them. Let's quickly review. Korean emoticons are special because they focus on eyes, not mouths, to show emotion. They make text feel friendlier and more expressive. The same emoticon can mean different things depending on tone and context. Tip: try using 1 or 2 emoticons when texting your Korean friends or writing practice sentences. For example, 오늘 너무 즐거웠어요. I had such a great time today. 고마워요. 진짜 감동이에요. Thank you. I'm really touched. It'll instantly make your messages sound more natural and native-like. That's it for today's video on Korean emoticons. Have you been using any of these already? Which one's your favorite? Tell us in the comments below. We'd love to see how you use them. See you next time!